is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100-plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100-plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500-plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100-plus authorized training partners and 50-plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry-level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000-plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices. Welcome to the Global Skill Development Council, your gateway to digital transformation. We are an independent, vendor-neutral ISO IEC 1024 accredited certification body committed to helping individuals and organizations stay future-ready in a rapidly evolving world. GSDC is accredited by the Accreditation Board for International Certification Bodies, ABICB. For 10 years, we've certified more than 100,000 professionals across Europe, North America, Asia, and Africa, with our offices in Switzerland, the United States, and Singapore. Our programs are recognized by leading publications and podcasts, including Forbes, Tech Target, People Managing People. We offer 100 plus globally accredited certifications across emerging and in-demand domains like generative AI and emerging technologies, HR and learning and development, project management and agile Scrum, ISO and quality management, information security. Each GSDC certification is designed to empower professionals with confidence and help organizations stay competitive in a fast-changing landscape. Every certification is crafted with insights from 100 plus global advisory board members representing top universities and leading industry experts. Our certified professionals are trusted by 500 plus multinational companies, which help unlock better roles, faster promotions, and delivering cutting-edge expertise. We partner with 100 plus authorized training partners and 50 plus universities, supporting talent across all career levels, from entry level to executive leadership. As a GSDC member, you gain lifelong access to interactive webinars, hands-on workshops, SME panels, and global summits. Join a vibrant community of 25,000 plus members and be part of our global events. Check our reviews on Trustpilot. We're trusted worldwide for quality, support, and impact. Whether you're aiming higher or building tomorrow's talent, GSDC is your partner in purposeful growth and impactful leadership. Visit our website to explore our offerings. GSDC, share the best practices and learn from the best practices.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching this session from. We'll be starting the session now. Please allow me a minute so I can share my screen and we can begin the session. And meanwhile, please drop your location. We would love to see how global audience is joining us. We would love to see your locations. Please drop them in the chat box. And here we go. I hope you all can see my screen. And thank you so much joining for today's session. I'm delighted to welcome you all to our new series, starting from today, which is GSDC Certified Learning, Leadership and Learning Analytics Driving Measurable Performance, with a theme that is why learning analytics is the leadership priority in 2026. My name is Preetam. I'll be your session moderator. Feel free to reach out to me in case if you have any question or concern, and I'm very happy to assist you all. So I'm just fixing my camera here. All right. So just wanted to inform you all, we have this incredible panelist lined up for this week from 28th till 24th April 2026. As you can see here, for this series specifically, you can register yourself. However, you can use the same link that you have joined right now. And in case if you want to share the link with your friends and colleagues, you can use the same link for the reference as well. And before I could hand over the session to our speaker today, we'd love to quickly introduce our hosting organization, GSDC. We're known as Global Skill Development Council. We're vendor agnostic, vendor neutral. We're globally recognized certification body, and we're accredited by ABICP. We do have 100 plus certification portfolio with us, and we have certified more than 250,000 professionals worldwide so far. Also, we are associated with 1,000 plus multinational corporates, 500 Fortune companies, 50 plus universities across the globe. And a very proud thing to share with you all that we do have 100 plus authorized training partner across the countries. We have partners in Asia, Africa, Canada, America, and many other countries. So a big thanks to all our training partners and those who have joined us through our training partner channel. In case if you're looking for any training program for yourself, feel free to reach out to our training partners to have an inquiry about it. I will share all the contact details of our training partners in the chat box. A special thanks to our official media partner, World Press Hub. They cover all our events and press releases. A quick introduction to GSDC AI Studio, an amazing platform where we are providing 100 plus live sessions on AI to all the AI enthusiasts, professionals. So these sessions, you will be getting 4 daily sessions, which is 45 minutes of live and impactful session along with the hands-on learning, where you can apply all the concepts immediately that you have learned. And in case if you get any question or doubts, that will be resolved instantly with the help of our subject matter experts on real-time basis, of course. And this training is aligned with the industry standards for the job-ready skills. And I believe this is an amazing opportunity to learn from the AI leaders around the globe. So if you want to understand more information regarding the GSTC AI Studio, how you can access this. Get in touch with a learning advisor for further information and the need. And a quick introduction to our certification portfolio, which is specifically designed for our professional who want to upskill themselves or who are looking to stay industry relevant in this AI era, right? We do have certification in different domain that covers learning and development, HR, generative AI, agentic AI, emerging technologies, ISO lead implementer, auditor, PMO, project management, agile DevOps, SRE, cybersecurity, digital transformation, and so on. So in case if you're looking for any of these certification in order to upskill yourself, feel free to reach out to a learning advisor for more information. Also, you can visit our website to get detailed information to check all the listed certification program that we have. Also, other offerings that GSTC has for all of you. And what all benefits you'll be getting if you opt out a certification from GSTC? You will become a GSTC's member for a lifelong. With that, you'll be getting certificate upgrade, a free access to all our events, workshop, boot camps, and also you'll be getting free access to all our exclusive learning program. With that, you'll be getting implementation resources, speaker invites, and newsletter. So all these benefits, if you want to understand more about this, get in touch with our learning advisors. And I have just checked, I've got one query regarding the session recording. All the sessions will be recorded and that will be available on GSDC's official platform, that is YouTube. And in case if you couldn't locate it on YouTube, get in touch with our learning advisors where I'll be sharing their contact details in the chat box. So feel free to reach out to them to get access of our previous sessions. And in case if you're looking for any partnership program with GSDC, whether it's individual certifications, authorized training partnership, university academic partnership, or which is B2B direct to organization, an enterprise level partnership, get in touch with our relevant SPOC that is mentioned on this slide. You can take a screenshot of it. Also, I'll be sharing it in the chat box as well for your convenience. Feel free to reach out to them to have an inquiry about all the partnership programs that we have. And without any further delay, I'm truly honored to welcome Pravina again, as we already had her for previous session, and we're really grateful for her contributions to GSDC, as she always say yes to all our sessions. So it's great to have her again for today's session. And those who have joined for Pravina's first session, would love to quickly introduce her. So Pravina, she's the founder and CEO of the Virtual Assistants Asia, where she helps organization build human plus AI enabled teams, leadership workflows, and scalable workforce system. An award-winning leadership architect and corporate trainer, she is recognized internationally for her work in workforce transformation and AI readiness. Pravina is a certified HRD Corp trainer and corporate trainer at IFA Global Hub, delivering high impact programs across industries throughout Southeast Asia, which means, of course, countries as well. Her work focuses on leadership development, future of work capabilities, and practical workforce that helps organization adopt AI with clarity, confident, and human-centered impact. Thank you so much, Pravina, for joining us again today. You can have the hand of the mic. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me share the screen first. Is everyone able to see the screen? If yes, please drop yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I believe it's from all the regions people are watching and joining from different parts of the world. It's a real pleasure for me to be here with you all. And before we jump into today's topic, I would like to know how many of you have joined my previous class. Please drop, you have joined or yes or something. And then if it's new, please let me know where you're coming from. Like probably you can drop your region, country or anything, at least we can have some interactive sessions. With that said, we are here to discuss a topic that I believe has become one of the most important conversation in modern business, how organizations, their workforce, and more specifically, the evolving role of chief learning officers in making that happen. For many years, learning functions were often viewed as a support unit. If you think about it, it's just supporting your talents or people that are working in your companies to be, upskilled, right? So they were responsible for training calendars, compliance programs, workshop, employee development sessions, all valuable work that can make one of your talent in a better way, but today is no longer enough. The particular scope that I mentioned, right, training calendars and workshops, right, that is not enough at all, because organizations are now operating in very different environment. If you think about it, technology is moving quickly, AI is reshaping entire job scopes right now. Skills are becoming outdated faster than before, like comparatively. Last time you need a skill, probably it can last for 6 months or a year, right? Now it's very fast. Employees expect growth and purpose, and business leaders are under pressure to deliver results with leaner teams, very equipped with the teams. So the real questions becomes, who help the workforce stay ready? That is one thing. Increasingly, the answer is chief learning officer, if you think about it, whoever in learning and development side, right? But not in the traditional sense for this today's topic, okay? It's more on the modern CLO is no longer just managing the training, I would say. They are actually shaping the capability, readiness, and adaptability and business performance within the organization as well. So today I'd like to explore how this role evolving, what leading the organizations are doing differently, and how CLOs can become genuine transformation leaders. Because learning today is no longer a support function anymore. It is becoming a growth function. It's a continuous thing. Okay, with that said, let's jump into the first slide. Oh, great. We have people from India, Mauritius. Awesome. Okay. Okay, today we need to understand about these five roles, which is I call it as why this matters now. Before we talk about the solutions that we're going to look after it, right? We need to know or understand the environment we are operating in. Many organizations today are trying to solve further challenges using the old workforce models, that creates a lot of pressure and tensions. So let me explain through these five realities we are all seeing right now. First, AI is changing in work design way, which is it's no longer theory anymore. It's no longer something that been said or recorded anymore. Tasks that are once required manual effort can now be automated and accelerated if they call it. Reports and can be summarized, data can be analyzed quicker, customer interactions are changing right now, and administrative work is being redesigned again and again, right? So that means jobs are changing too, right? From that particular thing, second thing, if you look at it, skills are expiring faster, because once your job is expiring or changing very fast, your skills is also expiring because you're not equipped with it, right? So a capability that was highly valuable 3 years ago may now be basic expectation right now. Whichever that you think 3 years ago is a big thing that you are having it, right now it's something that everybody is having it. So like a digital fluency, critical thinking, adaptability, collaboration across the tool, these are becoming core requirement right now. One organization running, they're looking at this way in depth, right? Followed by third, we now manage multi-generational workforce. When I say multi-generational workforce, in many organizations today, we have a 4 generations may work together right now, each in a different expectation, communication style, motivations, learning preference, right? With when that multi-generations is there, right? Gen Z, Gen X, millennials, and baby boomers and everything, right? So we do have a productivity pressures that leads to our fourth point of today. Why are we having this conversation today, right? Leaders everywhere are being asked to do more with less things that they have. Higher performance, leaner teams, but faster execution. This is what they've been expecting for. So when this come into the picture, the fifth thing is automatically that transformation fatigue. Employees have experienced wave after wave change, from new system, restructuring, digital initiative, policy shifts, in governance wise. And all of this is getting tired and tired, right? So if we're learning not strategic or practical or relevant, it becomes a lot more noises than clarity there. So this is why workforce transformation matters now. And this is why CLO leadership has become essential in any organization. Okay. So with that said, if you can see in my slide, right, I have actually categorized it in traditional focus and strategic focus. Before we jump into this, let me ask you, how many of you are still following the traditional focus in your organization? If you're following traditional focus, please drop it traditional. If you're focusing strategic focus, please drop it strategic in the chat space. Let's have some engagements. How many of you are using traditional focus? How many of you are using strategic focus? Guys, you can drop it in chat space. Let's be more interactive, engaging. At least I know, how many of us is coming from here. We can engage. We can connect later on as well, you guys. So traditional, Ravi said traditional focus. Okay. Anyone else? Barbara said it's a mix of it. Barbara, when you say a mix of it, would you like name it like 50-50, or you think it's like 70% traditional or 30% you're moving to the strategic side? Folian said strategic. Okay, keep dropping the comments, guys. We will go through that together. With that said, let us now focus on the role itself, right? Traditionally, the CLO or learning leader was measured by activity. How many programs were launched, how many employees attended the training, how many learning hours were completed, how many modules were uploaded. This is what, right, your workload be, right? But today, executive teams are asking very different questions. Do we have skills needed to be future growth? Are our leaders ready to lead change? Can employees adopt AI responsibility? Are we building internal talent pipelines? Is learning improving business result? Those are not just a training question if you think about it. Right? Those are business questions that actually asked by executive to the CLOs, which means the CLO's role must evolve. When you look at the difference of the question itself, you should know that CLO's roles are no more just a workshop setting or calendar training calendar thing anymore, right? So today the CLO is becoming a capability strategist, someone who aligns workforce skill to future business priorities, if you think about it, right? So the CLO is becoming a change enabler, I would say, helping people adapt to new system, tools, and expectations. The CLO is becoming a talent accelerator, I would say, creating a stronger succession pipeline and internal mobility as well. And importantly, the CLO is becoming business partner in the organization within the clientele and also talents that we have that producing the result, right? So someone who contributes the productivity, retention, resilience, and growth. So the shift is clear there, from managing training to shaping the enterprise capability, right? That is a major leadership revolution we are looking at it right now. So you can see where is your organization is actually lying. Is it in a traditional focus, or are you playing a role that calls a strategic focus? This is where the change is actually coming in, right? So with that said, right, when this change is happening, you got to focus on these 5 drivers of workforce transformation, which I call it. Okay. This is actually real change happens when these 5 areas move together. Okay, now when organization talk about transformation, right, many focuses only on one area. Some focuses only on technology, some focuses only on training, and some focuses only on culture messaging, I would say. But sustainable transformation happen when the 5 drivers move together. Right here I have stated the 5 drivers, right? The first is skill, second system, third is mindset, fourth is leadership, fifth is measurement. Let's break on to the first one. The first is skill. Do people have the capabilities required now and in the near future? That is the first question you got to know as being a CLO, right? Followed by the system. Are the tools, workflows, and processes helping people perform effectively? All this question that I'm throwing to you is something related to the 5 drivers. Okay, you got to ask your question, all of this. Okay, we will come to the result at the end of it. The third is mindset. Do employee demonstrate ownership, adaptability, learning agility, and openness to change? Is that happening in your organization or not? You got to check about it as well. When this tree, skill, system, and mindset can automatically, the next thing is leaders, which is leadership. Are leaders creating trust, clarity, accountability, and alignment? This is a question that you ask. When leaders come into the picture, right, automatically result is there. Where are we getting the result? From the measurements. So how we honestly tracking the progress and outcomes? Okay, let me give you a simple example for all these measurements that I mentioned to you, right? These 5 drivers. An organization may invest heavily in AI software, right? Like probably the organization that you're working right now, maybe you have AI tools or CRMs, anything that is very updated, right? But if managers do not support the usage, if employees fear of the tool that is there, they are not aware of it, they feel like they are Greek, they don't understand the particular thing, and if workflows are unclear when the tool is integrated, but the workflow or KPI that they should have probably disrupted, right? And if the outcomes is no more be measured, then if you think about it, right, the adoptions of particular AI software is actually failing. So the technology alone does not transform the organization. If you think about it, just because you're purchasing the tool, it's not enough anymore. The integration, the integrated capability does. You need to have it as well. So as one of the few roles positioned to connect all 5 drivers that I mentioned right now is CLO, Chief Learning Officer. So this is how it's actually operating, right? So when this is happening, right, the transformation of CLO, right, this is a blueprint that I came up with, the 5 priorities to build a future ready workforce by a CLO, right? Now that we understand why the CIO role is evolving from back then to now, right? The next questions become, what should modern CLOs actually prioritize? You, which is you right now as a CLO, right? What are you going to prioritize after this? How are you going to move forward with it? This is the biggest question that you should have, because many learning leaders are busy, but being busy is not the same as being strategic, if you think about it, right? To create real work transformation, I believe these are the five priorities that matters most. The first one is definitely skill readiness, upskilling and reskilling, I would say. This meaning understanding what capability the business needs today and what capability it needs tomorrow, right? It has to be very clear about it. Not generic training catalogs I'm talking about, not random courses because they are very popular, you ask them to attend. It's not something like that. But focus on capability building tied directly to the business priority. What is aligned with their role? What is aligned with the job scope? And what is the outcome of your company is expecting, right? For example, if a company wants to expand regionally, then the commercial capability, cross cultural communication, leadership depth, or digital collaborations may become urgent priorities. So this is something they have to focus on as a skill set. Followed by the second is leadership readiness. Even the best learning strategy fails, right, if managers are not ready, which means you as a leader not ready, right? Managers determine whether new behavior are reinforced, whether people feel supported or not, whether change becomes sustainable or not. Many organizations underestimate these kind of qualities. They don't even bother about things are supported or things are being sustainable or not, right? So they train employees but forget to prepare the leaders, which is you will send your talents, the downlines to do it. Well, what about the managers who is like overseeing their work? They are not knowing about it, right? So they also must be equipped with that. Leadership also have to be readily with all the skills has to be known for. So when this is going along the way, the third one is digital and AI fluency. Today, every workforce needs to confidence to use any modern tools. That does not mean everyone must become a technical expert. I'm not saying that. It got to be balanced. It means people must know how to technology productively, responsibly, and intelligently. Comes under the topic, I would say, ethical AI or responsible AI, which I think if those who are joining my session, they know last week we discussed about this as well, right? So cut the chase, coming back to the fourth one, which is the change adoption. That is happening when training alone does not create the transformation. People need support turning the knowledge into everyday behavior. It's like a continuous thing. When that is happening, definitely the fifth priority, which is the performance matrix, is going to be aligned. If learning cannot demonstrate the impact, it becomes more vulnerable during the budget decision. That is the biggest thing that we needed, right? So the CLO blueprint, which you can see here, which is you have to build your skill first. That is the first thing. Then prepare your leaders, enable the digital fluency across the departments that you have, and drive adoptions. Keep changing, acceptance of the changing, and from that, please measure the outcomes. That is how learning becomes very strategic, right? Are we good, or am I too fast? Shall I continue? Perfect, thank you. So let's move to our sixth slide, followed by that, right? So with what we know earlier about the transformation, as a CLO, right now we are moving into skills, the new currency, which is skills are the new currency that you will have right now. Is no more just your degrees alone, okay, or masters alone. It's more than that, okay. I have divided these four important skills that we have to be prepared for, right? One of the biggest mindset shift happening globally is organizations are moving from job-based thinking to skill-based thinking. If you think about it, traditionally company ask what title does this person hold, right? But today progressively the organization is asking what capability does this person have, and where else can those capabilities create value. That is much smarter question comparatively, right? These are the four skill categories I encourage leaders to think about. First, critical thinking. These are capabilities required right now to deliver current priorities. For example, sales effectiveness, customer service excellence, project execution, or operational discipline. All of this coming with the critical skills, which is intelligence, followed by future skills. When I say future skills, these are emerging capability that may define competitiveness in the next few years in your job role. Example, including the AI literacy, data interpretation, innovation thinking, stakeholder influence, and adaptive leadership. All right. And that will also come up to our third thing, which is called as an adjacent skill. That is something that transferable capability that allow people to move across function. It's a cross-functional thing. For instance, a trainer with a strong facilitation, stakeholder management, and analytical skills may move into change management or consulting roles. So if you see your job scope is changing there, this is because there's a leap to transferable capabilities happening there, right? The fourth one is redeployment pathways. When I say redeployment, instead of having always hiring the external people or companies should ask for, who is internally can move into the growth areas. That means within the department, who can actually, from one department to another department, they actually can jump into, right? So that kind of thing. So if you ask me some examples or something, I would say like probably if a customer demand rises in a digital sales, perhaps internal employees from service operations, right, can can transition with the right upskilling, and that saves hiring costs. If you think about it, it reduces the ramp up time and improves the retention. So in many ways, skills have become the new currencies of business. And this, the CLO should be leading that conversation. So who's responsible for this? Definitely the CEO of this company, and which is you. I believe whoever is watching this, you guys are responsible for this particular shift. Okay. Hi, Leah. Okay, by the way, Leah is someone who joined in our previous session. I'm glad she's joining us, by the way. Okay, great. So far, good, guys? Is everything good? Or am I too fast? Okay, I believe there's a thumbs up, so it's good. Okay, perfect. Let's move on to our upcoming slide. This is my favorite slide because I'm a very strong believer of human plus AI workforce, and I apply that in my company organizations, and I actually train that in many people as well. So this is something that is very much happening. I believe this is happening in your side as well. So now let us address this topic of many organizations are discussing right now, which is including your side. Might right now you should actually look back at it as well. So AI and the future work. Often this conversation become too extreme if you think about it, right? Some say AI will replace everyone or job. That is a classic thing. Other dismiss it completely because they are like anti thinking about it. So the truth is usually more practical if you think about it. AI is strongest in handling certain type of work, not everything. Okay, for example, if it's a repetitive administration, AI can do it. Summarizing a large amount of text, probably your emails or a documentation, AI can do that. Pattern recognition, routine data processing or workflow acceleration, all these things a real advantage of using AI, right? But there are areas where humans remain essential. When I say essential, trust me, you need it there. It's not about AI, it's not about anything else. It's just you as a human has to be there. If you think about it, what are the things? Judgment, trust building, relationship management, ethics, leadership, contextual decision making. These factors, right? None of the AI tool can actually do it. If you think about ethics, I don't think so. AI tool has a ethics to do it, right? And another thing is trust building. I don't believe a AI tool can actually do the building thing within your clientele or something, right? So let me give a simple workspace example. A manager may use AI to generate a first draft of report in a minute. Right now, ChatGPT, Gemini, all of them can use it, right? That is actually useful. But deciding how to communicate sensitive findings to stakeholders or your clientele or navigating political contacts and making final decision, that remains still under the manager's scope, which I call as a human work, right? Another example is AI may help HR to screen the large applicants pool faster, which is like, resumes and stuff like that, right? But fairness, culture fit, or leadership potential, or final hiring judgment still require a human responsibility. So I strongly believe the best workforce model is not human versus AI, it is human plus AI, where technology handles the scale and speed, and people focus on judgment, relationships, and leadership. So the CLO, which is you, plays a key role here because employees do not just need AI access, they need AI capability. And that requires a learning leadership by a CLO as well. So which is you are part of it as well, right? Perfect. So with that said, we got to think right now why most transformation initiative is failing. Okay, so I have came up with some good strategies often fail right when the execution is weak. Here's some of it which I've you know um, lined up. So many organizations launch transformation initiative with a great energy. If you think about it, right? New system, new platforms, new frameworks, new announcements. But 6 months later down the line, right, very little has changed. not a drastic change or very little. Why does that happen? Usually for five reasons, I would say. So these are the five reasons that I think which is actually affecting it. The first is training without adoption. Okay, people attend workshop, complete modules, return with the two old habits again. Knowledge has transferred, they have learned, but behavior, the KPI, the management, the governance has not changed yet. So it is still the same thing, right? Followed by the second is no manager ownership. If managers do not reinforce new expectation, employees quickly see the initiative as optional. So managers are the bridge between strategy and the daily reality, right? So you guys actually make the momentum fades most of the time. So you got to take the manager ownership as well. Followed by the unclear business outcomes. Employees need to understand why change matters. You must make them understand why is these changes is actually really needed in your organization. If people only hear new program or new system, they may just resist. They will think, okay, it's another thing I'm going to do. It's some annual thing that you're asking them to do. But if they understand it improves the workload or service quality or career growth or result, then they will engage in the particular thing very differently. The attention, the participation is very different. So this is something to be considered of. The fourth one is new tools, but still an old habit. This happened often, like I discussed in the first point, which is training without adoption, right? A company introduces modern software, but still keeps the outdated approval chains, like a still old governance, right? Manual reporting requests or old meeting habits again. So the tool is changing that. That's for sure. Additional things are very fancy and everything. But as behavior is changed, it's still a questionable thing. We have to discuss about it, right? Fifth one is no follow through. Strong launch, yes, but if you think about the sustainability is getting weak. No checks in, no accountability, or no reinforcement. So if you ask me a real life example, right, in this world, right, a company trained hundreds of employees on a digital collaboration tool. If you think about it, the last 1 year, I believe many of you have attended a lot of AI tools, trainings, and everything, right? Yet months later, right, I believe your team is still remain on the email chain, duplicated meetings or manual updates. Like you have to do it again and again. If you think about it, why? If you ask yourself a question or even your team or management, right? I would say the reason is leaders themselves is continuing the old practices. That is a lesson that you have to think about it. If they don't practice the same thing, I don't think so they will apply it. If they are going through the same chain of it, and no matter how many tools you are learning, right, it's going to be the same thing. So transformation does not fail because people hate the changes. If you think about it, it usually fail because systems and leadership still reward the same old way. And that is exactly where CLOs, which is you, can create enormous value by making a change. Are we good? Are we good? Is it okay? Am I too fast? Okay, perfect. So, with that said, let's think about how CLOs gain executive buy-in. When I say buy-in, it's like how executive leaders support their learning when it's linked to the measurable result. So here I have divided into five things: productivity, retention, speed to competence, leadership bench strength, and customer outcomes. Now let's move into one of the most important realities for any learning leader. When I say learning leader, even a strong ideas do not move forward without the executive support, if you think about it, right? So many CLOs genuinely care about development, capabilities, and people growth, which is employee growth. Okay. So, but executive teams are balancing many competing priorities like revenue, cost control, risk, operational efficiency, customer outcomes, growth targets. So, if learning is presented only as a training activity in your organization, right, it often struggles to gain traction if you think about it. This is why CLOs must learn to speak the language of business, like how your bosses or your managers or your leaders will understand. Instead of saying, we want to launch a leadership program, reframe it, say it in a different way. Maybe you can say, do we want to strengthen manager capability to reduce the turnover, improve team productivity, or build stronger succession pipelines? That is a different way of actually conveying the particular deeds of what you needed. So executive usually respond strongly to five outcomes. If you think about, first is productivity. Anything that comes with productivity, I believe your leaders will say yes, because will this help a team work smarter, faster, or with a better quality? This is the thing will run in their mind. Second thing is retention. Will this help us to keep high performance and reduce costly attrition? This is another thing they will think about. Third thing is speed to competence. Can new hires or promoted talent become effective faster or not? This is another thing they will also will consider about it. Fourth is leadership bench strength. Are we developing internal successes rather than depending on an external hiring? When I say external hiring, that means you're hiring another vendors to come and do the particular deeds of it, So this is another thing they will think about it. The last one definitely come back to your revenue. When I say revenue, that is your customer or clients. Will stronger capability improve service, trust, loyalty, or revenue? Let me give a practical example of all of this, right? If a sales organization reduces onboarding time from 9 months to 6 months, that is not a training success. That is faster revenue contribution if you think about it, right? But when CLOs position learning in this way, they stop asking for support. So they start to earn the investments of contributing to the particular trainings or a success or having a retention or having a new talents as well. So this is what actually success skill looks like when you become the executive of it. Okay, all good. Okay, thank you. Let me move forward. Next one is metrics that actually matters. Okay, this is what actually many organizations still rely on. What are comfortable metrics? I think so. One is definitely they will look at attendance numbers, completion rates, training hours, and feedback scores. Right, these are easy to track, but they do not necessarily prove impact. If you think about all these hours and something is not actually giving the impact. A full classroom does not guarantee a change of performance if you think about it, right? A completed e-learning module does not guarantee a business value as well if they don't understand where it's coming from, right? So what should a CLO measure instead of all of this basic thing that you always do, right? I would say the first thing is time of proficiency. How quickly does someone become fully effective in a role? That is something you have to measure. For example, if a new manager is previously needed 12 months to perform confidently and now needs 8 months, that is called meaningful impact. That means you have made a changes there, right? Second is internal mobility. How many people are progressing into new, larger, and future ready roles? Shows the learning creative career movement in a talent agility. That means within the departments, are people growing or not? That is what matters. Third one is manager capability. Are managers improving in coaching, delegation, and communication? Or, of course, people leadership as well. If this is happening, then the leadership skill in a capability of handling the team is getting better. Fourth one is engagement lift. Do teams demonstrate higher ownership, motivation, or commitment after the targeted intervention that is happening in your organization? Then it is ahead of the floor as well. The last one is fifth, performance improvement. Has quality improved? As the productivity is improved? Has the error is reduced? As sales improved? These are the business outcome any organization will look for, right? So my 2 cents here is use attendance metrics internally, but improve or impact the metrics with executive more. Because what leaders fund is what they can clearly see. If they're funding you this much of thing, they want to see that much of productivities or a better team management over there, right? This is something as a CLO you have to produce it as well. Are we good? Okay, if any question, do drop it. Let me finish the session, then we can discuss one by one. I believe our host will coordinate that with together. Is it okay, guys? Should be okay, right? So we are almost to the end of the session already. I'm into the slides, then we can discuss together. Okay, let's go to a real world example. I'm picking a banking force transformation because always I do on management side. Today, let's try in the finance side a bit, okay? So I already prepared slides on before and after for you to compare whoever in a banking line or whoever in a different department, try to reorganize according to your thing, okay? So let's bring everything together through the practical example, which we can relate right now, right? Imagine a banking organization with a growing retail network, okay? Business targets are rising, but internally, capability challenges are slowing the performance of the particular banking line. Okay. Before intervention, relationship managers are spending too much time on administrative tasks. That is something I believe none of the organization will go escape from administrative thing, right? New hires are taking too long to become productive. Okay, now that we have a multiple generation in our organization, you think about the productive thing. Okay, and then the product knowledge varies significantly across the branches, and then managers spend too much of time fixing basic mistake rather than coaching performance. They'd rather doing the same KPI thing again and again rather than transforming to a coaching or a leadership side, right? So, and all this is happening, and definitely your customer experience has become inconsistent as well, right? So now imagine a CLO led transformation approach. How does entire thing going to change? In my way of experiencing it, I would say that first, AI assisted reporting tools reduce the time spent on repetitive reporting or documentation, which is your administrative will be lesser. Second, structured role-based onboarding pathways help new hires learn faster and more consistently. Here, human-led will come in as well, which is you as a senior will be part of it as well. Third, standardized product learning improve confidence across the branches. Make it a governance within all the branches that you have, not just one, but all of it. So in that way, things are more easier and you can track it way better. Fourth, managers are trained to coach sale conversation, customer relationship, and performance habit. So being a manager or a team lead of particular thing, you have to have these skill set as well, which is the sales conversation and customer relationship and experience. You should have it, and also performance habits in between the team as well. So when you do all these three accordingly, or sorry, all these four accordingly, right, what happened next is the relationship managers gain more client facing time. Okay, new hires contribute faster than before, which is more productive. Managers focus less on firefighting than more on the team growth and coaching and stuff like that, right? And definitely customer experience will improve, and then this will lead to your organization to perform better than before, right? So this is an important reminder. If you think about it, right, learning should not exist separately from the operation. It has to be integrated together. It has to be well designed, and the learning improve the operation automatically, right? And that is the modern CLO, which is you is mandate for, actually. So with that said, right, future of CLO roles. This is the next influence that you should remember as a CLO. I would say that as we look ahead, I believe the CLO role will continue expanding in strategy importance. There's no doubt on that. The future CLO will not simply manage learning system anymore. They will do far more than that. And the far more, I would say these are the five far more areas that I think you guys will focus on. First is business strategy, helping ensure workforce capability aligns with the growth priorities. Second, transformation execution. Many strategies fail during implementation, so the CLO will help turn strategy into behavioral adoption. Third is talent mobility, moving internal talent into growth roles faster and smarter. Instead of hiring a newbies, you know how to do the shuffles. Fourth one is AI readiness, helping the workforce build confidence, responsibility, and productivity in using intelligent tools. Not just sake of having a tool. You should know each department need a different tool. It's not about purchasing one tool and asking all the departments to use it. That is not
Pravina, I'm so
intelligent thing.
sorry to interrupt you, but in case if you're sharing your slide, we're unable to see that. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah, we are unable to see your slides.
This slide has been seen.
Future of the Cielo role. Yeah, we can see it now. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the thing. Guys, so far you guys can hear me, right? You want me to repeat again, or are we good with this, with the slide? Okay, perfect. So the last one I would say is the business resilience, preparing people to adapt during disruptions, uncertainty, and rapid changes happening. Especially these last 2 years, we are going through a lot of changes. You think about the tools, AI integrations, AI ethicals, and so many things is happening, right? So if we are honest, and most organizations do not fail because of the lack of ideas. We do have a lot of ideas and everything. They fail because of people system cannot keep the pace. Because of different generations is working together in different leaders level and experiences integrations there, right? So that is why the CLO role is becoming increasingly valuable right now. In many companies, tomorrow CLO will sit closer to the enterprise strategy than ever before. If you think about 10 years ago, it was so different, and right now things really, really, really far different, right? So with that said, let me close with one final thought of today's thing before we jump into our question and answer session. For many years, learning was often viewed as a support function. Important, yes, but secondary. Today, the mindset must change because in fast-moving world, capability is actually a strategy. The ability to reskill quickly is matters. Please do it as soon as possible. Whoever is, if you are responsible for the particular thing for your talents in your company, do that. So the ability to develop leaders matters. The ability to adopt AI responsibly matters as well, and the ability to move talent where value is needed matters. From one department, if you know this particular person from a maybe management to operations is better, please do that. So, and the ability to keep people learning during the uncertainty matters as well. So that is no longer a support work anymore, that is actually growth work. So when we think about competitive advantage in these years ahead, it may not come only from the products pricing or technology, right? It may come from how quickly an organization can learn, adapt, and execute. So that is why the organization that transform fastest are often the ones that learn fastest as well. So to all the current future CLOs in this audience, your role is not getting smaller if that is what you are thinking about. It's becoming more strategic. Like I said, thank you very much for your time today, and it has been privileged to have a session with you guys.
Thank you so much, Pravina, for a wonderful and a very insightful session today. And
Thank you.
as we're open for the Q&A, I'll be reading questions for you. So the first question we have got it from Leah. Hi, Pravina. It's always a pleasure to attend your session. Indeed. And I also have a question. Given that the strategic focus column in the previous slide, capability, strategic change, enabler, business partner, requires organizational trust and tenure to execute. How does an L&D professional without a CLO title yet actually demonstrate those competencies and get taken seriously?
Oh, okay. Thanks for the question, Leah. I would say this one without a CLO title, if you're responsible still handling on this particular trainings and everything, I believe you can actually bring this to the table for the respective head of yours, head of department or C-suite on this with more factual support. When I say factual support is please give more documentations or more supportive details for them to actually see what you're saying is in the picture or not. Because right now when we don't hold a particular title, the question will come is, do you have evidence, do you have a proof of record to show the differences, right? So if you are having a thought of bringing it, I would say bring the facts with you together.
Thank you very much for the answer. Moving forward to another question, we have got it from Ashwini. Um, Time to proficiency is dependent upon existing skills, manager support, and organization ecosystem. How can we relate it to the training?
Okay, proficiencies depend upon existing skills, yes. If your skill set is not updated with the current scope that you're doing, which is can make your client's retention along the way or not, then you have to upskill yourself. And your manager support is, like I said, it's a leadership readiness skill. So your leaders should be ready as well. So as much as you are learning the skill set as well, I believe your manager should be knowing what you're learning, what you're executing as well, so that they can understand what you're bringing to the table. If that is not happening, then I believe your organization have to have a different governance towards that. If not, it's very hard. I believe I answered Ashwini's question.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Pravina. That's all question I can see for today. Dear participants, let us know if you have any further questions for our speaker. Also, you can join us, connect us over the social platform and tag GSDC through our blogs. You can post your questions, and we'll make sure that our subject matter expert is getting back to you. And also, yes, yeah, she already shared it. You can reach out to our speaker to have any questions later on in case if you get any question or anything that you want to discuss related to today's session. So feel free to reach out to her. You'll find her LinkedIn profile link in the chat box. So yes, Pravina, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your session. Again, we'll look forward to have you for
Thank you.
more sessions in the future. Thank you so much. Do you have any final thoughts to share with all our participants for today?
No, I think I have shared enough already. If anything, they always can connect me for further conversations.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much again. And dear participants, a quick announcement for all of you. So we would love to thank you to all those professionals who have shared their experiences with us. Our participants, feel free to share your experiences as well. We would love to see them. Also, this is regarding the certification program that we have. So please feel free to use the code that I've shared in the chat box. So all our certification program is globally recognized ones. You will be getting learning resources, lifelong learnings, learning flexibility, and you'll be getting chance to connect with our training partner channels, and you'll be getting an opportunity to work on capstone project, which is something real-time AI simulation practice. So grab this opportunity. We have this specifically certification program in certified learning and development professional. So check this out. I have already shared all the details in the chat box. And this is the utility tool. This tool will help you to level up your profile. You can use this AUG100 as a code to get 100% discount on this utility tool. So this will help you to improve your LinkedIn profile score, your AI skill score. It will help you to build your personal brand. Also, this tool has a feature where you can create AI generated resumes as well. And this is amazing announcement that I have for all of you. Will be having an open panel discussion on learning and development in enterprise. We'll be having this on 21st April, first panel discussion, 5th May 2026, second panel discussion, and 21st May 2026, a third panel discussion. So tomorrow we'll be having the panel discussion. So please do register yourself if you haven't. You can also you can use the same link that you have joined today's session through. You can use the same link to join tomorrow's panel discussion as well. And this is happening on the same time slot, which is 10:30 a.m. Central, 11:30 p.m. Singapore, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And this is our another panel discussion, which is happening on AI Adoption Virtual Conference, which is started from 15th April to 30th May 2026. We have already done with the one panel discussion, which was scheduled on value. Now we'll be having remaining panel discussions scheduled on deploy, orchestrate, upskill, and govern. So do not miss this, as we do have this incredible experts, L&D experts, and the AI experts lined up for this panel discussion. So do not miss this out. You can register yourself. I have already shared all the registration link in the chat box itself. And this is our regular AI session, which is happening. We have started a new series from today, which is Intelligent Automation and Governance with AI Agent. Do join us. This is happening 20th till 24th April 2026 with a different time slot. Please make a note of the time slot. It is 8:30 a.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Singapore, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And this is our another series, the third part, risk management using ISO 20000 and ISO 42001. As you can see, we have this industry experts lined up for this week. Do join us. This is happening on different time slot, which is 9:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Singapore, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and 10:30 a.m. Eastern. I have already shared the registration link for this series as well in the chat box. And we do have these referral champions who have referred maximum people. Let's congratulate them and appreciate them for taking the efforts for referring people to our session. So all the top three winners will be featured on the GSDC Wall of Fame, and we'll be getting back to all the winners who have earned 50 or more than 50 points by referring people. We'll be getting back to them for the rewards, which is worth $400. So please do refer maximum people to our sessions. And in case if you're looking for any speaking opportunity at GSDC, feel free to share your speaker profile with us. I've already shared the contact details in the chat box, as we do have learning platforms like Learning Capsule, Webinar, and Podcast. And here's our platform for connecting. You can connect with us over social media to get daily updates on event, boot camps, webinar, panel discussions that we often conduct for all of you. So you can connect with us over these platforms where we are providing daily updates, real-time updates, along with the joining link as well. Also, we do have the WhatsApp community group where we are providing information on all the new certification launches. So please feel free to connect on social media platforms. And thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We look forward to have you for another live sessions, upcoming sessions, panel discussions. So please stay encouraged and take care of yourself and keep learning. Thank you very much, Ravina. We'll see you again. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.